So today's video is going to be about love, self love. You have to have self love for yourself before you can give anybody else any kind of love. I mean, there's many types of ways to give love, but the key thing is like how can you give love to someone else if you're not giving yourself that love, that time, if you're not giving your pets love. um, Either way, it's about love. There's a lot of things that I have to share about love. You okay, Bubba? Bubba's coming over. He's gonna say hi. Anyway, say hi, Bubba. Love. You have to love yourself. You have to put yourself first before you put anybody else first. I just exiled like everybody in my life, except for like a few people, maybe a handful of people. I did that because out of my last experience of being engaged and going through what I went through and all the deceit, the lies, the cheating, the everything, it hurt. It hurt a lot. It hurt a great deal. But I knew before I came back to me, I had to find myself, make promises to myself that I would keep. And I kept those promises. And that's why you're going to see me keep going all the way up. Nothing can stop me. There's so much that I've sacrificed throughout my life for others. And, I thought that pot was over out of my last relationship, and apparently it wasn't. So that was something I had to learn. Again, but it was more that I learned this time because I've taken all the risks, I've taken all the challenges, I've done everything in love, just as one category. But I learned the most out of this last one because it was the sign from God that I finally saw. There are many signs, I'm sure. And I recall some signs in the past. But I wasn't ready to call it quits or get out of my own way. And, it's like I wanted to believe in something else, somebody else. And I was always let down. And it's funny because most of my life, anybody I believed in, I was let down. So I knew from, God, early ages of my life, like we're talking preteen, by the way I grew up with a narcissistic mother. I learned, but yet I still had to deal with the same type of people most of my life that I thought I was escaping or getting away from, because I grew up so early understanding this is not good for me, this is not what I want. So either way, at my age now, 48 years old, I didn't go with the attitude like I mastered the art of narcissist, because this last one, oh my God, takes the cake on. And I've battled and I've had narcissists since I was a kid, since I was born. And I learned how to not be so hard on myself for not doing what I needed or should have done, but didn't, for some reason, whatever it may be. Either way, this last one, I got the message. I got the message very, very clear. And that's why, I had to go through my awakening, my anointing. And it's something that's been sitting there my whole life. God had a plan for me that I didn't know about. I just thought I had to go through crap most of my life, and I got used to dealing with the crap, and I mastered the art of dealing with the crap. What my ex didn't know about me is that I've dealt with a million of her. But at the same time, it's like when you're in love and you're vulnerable, and you could be the toughest stone in the yard of a bricklayer, and at the same time, does a bricklayer even know what the strongest stone is? No, they don't. They'll claim to, but they don't. Anywho, love. If you don't give yourself self-love, if you don't appreciate yourself first, give yourself time to heal. Sorry, I get a lot of cat hair over there, and I mop my floors, and I got 2 cats. Love them to death. Love them to pieces. I'm just grateful to have them. But when it comes to love, you have to know and set that boundary of, you can't set a boundary if you don't take the time out for yourself. You have to take that time out. You have to figure out, it's like making, it's almost like a future plan. What you will and will not accept. I've had that plan like in the brain for so many decades. I think I was born with it. But either way, I still had to deal with all these obstacles and all these people that had ill intentions to me, because I was always so persistent, and I won't stay lying down. I won't just accept. I keep perseverance. I keep going forward. Phoenix risen. There's many names for many things that I've done in my life, many great things. But I just want to share with you about love. You have to love yourself. You have to accept who you are, where your weaknesses are, and where everybody is going to prey upon your weakness. And then people are they're going to create weaknesses that you never even had on top of that. So you have to be strong for yourself before you can even deal with the world, kind of thing. And what I've enjoyed about my life is I got so much education out of all the things I jumped into head first, and head first meaning like, I'm strong, I can get through this, I can do this and that, and I get my ass handed to me. And then I still, I figure it out and I get through it, and to be honest with you, it's God the whole way that has gotten me through everything. I'm always told I don't look nothing compared to what I should look like out of everything I've been through. And it's truth. It's a lot of truth. But, I'm 48 years old and I'm getting older. But at the same time, I'm also I've been wise 22 years old. And I was told that I'm too young to be wise by an elder. So, and it wasn't somebody that I was dating. It was a male elder. But you have to have self-love. You have to understand yourself before you accept someone telling you who you are. And it's a mental thing. But if you can take the time and pray to God to gain some clarity in a small amount of time or a week, take whatever time you need. don't jump into the next thing. You're only creating more havoc, and it's a whirlwind of trying to figure out where you went wrong in the first place when you're in the middle or the hopefully not the end. Either way, take the time for self-love. I hope this message makes some sense to you. I love all of you who take the time to listen to the messages that I share. I got a life, I got a lot going on, and I'm doing my best. And at the same time, though, when I get certain messages, I have to share them, regardless, no matter what. And it's been a while since I shared a message, but this one is big. I've been not fighting it, but I've had the idea about this message about love that I've wanted to share, and the way I'm sharing it now is nowhere near the way that I thought about it 3 days ago. But I do these freestyle, and when I get the notion, I throw the camera on, and I got to tell you what's up. So either way, I hope you resonate with this, and if not, it's not for you. But either way, self-love, peace, love, and light.